everyone, KitaSean here, so welcome back to another Fake Ren Order video. So, 2025, literally right around the corner. Super excited to see what the year holds for us. Of course, we are looking forward to the brand new New Year's servant that's going to be revealed during the TV program on New Year's Eve. Remember, it is a TV program, so I will not be streaming it. I did stream it before. I got hit with a copyright strike. Don't want to go through that again. So, I'll probably talk about it on X, probably make a video on it. So, yeah, look forward to that. But anyways, 2025 New Year's Servant. I have my speculations. You have your speculations. There are so many people saying different names, and it's crazy. I'm not going to reveal my speculation until the end of the video because I actually have a very special video for you guys. This video actually has a bunch of FGO content creators giving out their prediction for the New Year's Servant, and I want to thank every single one of them for doing this for me. Really happy that you guys did this and really excited to see what your guys' predictions are, and I cannot wait to see who got it right and who got it wrong. But we are going into 10 years for FGO JP, and that's super exciting. Of course, the NA version going into 9 years, but I mean, technically it's 10 years overall. So this is a huge celebration for the FGO community. So yeah, this is just really awesome to actually gather up all these content creators, and of course you guys, to celebrate the upcoming 10-year anniversary for FGO. But without any further ado, here are all of the FGO content creators and their predictions for the 2025 New Year's Servant.
Hey people, Almazo here. My guess for the 2025 New Year's Servant was Saber from Face Strange Fake, but that kinda changed when we got the Phantasmoon event. So right now I'm kinda conflicted, so I will go with two guesses. The first one is the one that I just told you, Saber. I won't say his name, I don't want to spoil anything, although I'm pretty sure you guys know who I'm talking about. And the second one, kinda weird, I will probably go for a Tsukihimer character, and if I have to pick one, it's probably Shiki.
I predict Benny Enma Alter.
Who do I think is the New Year's Servant? Well, that's an easy question. It's Kamazatsu, of course. It's been 2 years since he's been released into the world. It's only natural that it should be him, right? That's how long it usually takes for NPCs to come out. So, of course, it's gotta be Kamazatsu, right?
The New Year's Servant production. For me, it's a little bit difficult. Since I've been talking about this for months. But for me, it's divided in 3 categories. The who is most likely going to be, it is Saber from Strange Fake. The hype for me about the series, it is an all-time hype. Anime comment that the first of the year, it feels like kind of natural, you know, for him to be the New Year's Servant. And who have I been theorizing it to be? It's most likely Kamazatsu. He's been like hyped for at least 3 years. He's been getting a growing fan base, and I think it is pretty kind of solid for him to be the New Year's Servant. But if you were been asking me like my actual prediction, like myself prediction, I will say Maxwell. Maxwell, it is the New Year's Servant. Hear my words, it's gonna be Maxwell. If you have been playing FGO for quite a long time, you should know about Maxwell. It's been quite a while since he showed up, so I really hope it's him.
Hello, Verna Neko here. So here are my predictions for the upcoming New Year's Servant. Number 1 will be Richard Lionheart from Fate Strange Fake, since the anime is coming. For my second guess, it has to be a servant from the NPC jail, so maybe Kamazatsu. He appears in Lost Belt 7. For my third guess, maybe an Arturia face servant, either Morgan or Arturia in another class. For my fourth guess, another waifu who is not an an Artoria face, so maybe Olga Mari. And for my last guess, someone outside Fate or someone within Type Moon, so maybe Ayoko or Toko.
My New Year's servant prediction for JP. I think it's pretty obvious. I personally think it's going to be Saber from Fate Strange Fake. I think it just makes sense with the timing of Fate Strange Fake's Japanese dub for episode 1 coming out on New Year's Eve. So they could use that as like advertising for him. We also had so many collabs over the past year that I wouldn't put it past them to make the New Year's servant another collab servant. And I guess the argument could be made it could be any Fate Strange Fake servant. It doesn't have to be Saber. But I think out of all the characters, he would make the most sense. At the same time though, they have been showing a lot of Lost Build 7 stuff with the whole flashback spotlight stuff on their YouTube channel, as well as the 1-month campaign within the game itself. So I mean, theoretically, they could also release Kamazotz. I know a lot of people are really looking forward to him once he's actually released into the game. And I guess it could also be Olga by that logic, but I really don't think they're gonna release Olga for New Year's. And then on top of that, we also got the surprise banner with Phantasman with her whole event. I guess if they want to ride off the hype of that, they could release maybe Shiki Tono from Tsukihime. I don't know, just throwing that out there. It could be anybody from Tsukihime at that point. And if you want to be super high IQ big brain, Lazengo could even release maybe Violet from Fate Extra. I mean, I don't think they're ever gonna do Fate Extra CCC or extra content in the future. Maybe to like advertise extra records, right? But with Kazura dropping earlier in the year and with Ordeal Call 3 being heavily extra CCC extra oriented, I don't think there's any other place for Violet to come out. So maybe just release her for New Year's just to get it over with. I don't know. That's like my crackhead pick. But my top pick, again, Saber from Fate Strange Fake. Could be Kamazotz, could be somebody from Tsukihime, but I do think Saber from Strange Fake is my top pick.
Hi everyone, it's your succubus teacher Tane, and I predict the new FGO character to be, maybe a Tsukihime character that they haven't had before. I know that there was Alacrid and before, but if not a Tsukihime character, maybe another Saber face.
I think the New Year's servant for JP is gonna be a new Artoria. We always have room for more Artorias, right? I hope it's the Lancer version.
Hey everyone, it's me, the Otaku Fan Girl here, and I'm going to try to predict what I think the FGO JP New Year's servant is going to be. My biggest guess is going to probably be the Red Saber from Fate Strange Fake, because I think it lines up perfectly when the anime is supposed to start airing, I think. I'm really actually not sure when that thing is airing, but I'm pretty sure it's relatively soon. So I'm like, well, that lines up well with Fate Grand Order's New Year's banner, so it's probably gonna be him. That would be my guess. But if I had some copium takes, it's maybe Solomon, or this, or that one. But honestly, I don't know what it's gonna be. So let's see if I'm right.
Okay, so New Year's Servant 2025, right? Let's go. Now, this year was so wild. We got so many bizarre collabs. It's really hard to pinpoint. It's almost like all the big Type Moon series were already touched. So I'm thinking of revisiting some. For example, I was thinking Akiham at first, but Akiham already got the CE right now in the Space Phantasmoon. Gotcha. So I will discard this one. I was even thinking maybe Strange Fake, because people are really believing in Strange Fake. But I want to go on a different direction. I like Battle Moon Wars. It's a series. Not really. I guess it's not really considered a main series, but it's a mash of Type Moon characters. I was looking at Magical Girl Ember. It kind of goes together well with Phantasmoon, but my vote it's for Type Moon's favorite Succubus. She shows up in Old Tsukihime. I don't know if it shows up in the new one. I didn't play the new one. But shows up in Melty Blood, Battle Moon Wars. Len. My vote is Len. Len. Shiki is familiar. Len. And that's my vote. That's what I'm going for. it will be just one more controversial character. Why not, right? So let's go with this, and let's see how it's gonna be. We have a few days, and let's do this.
What's going on, FGO gamers? My prediction for the 2025 servant is Akiha Tono from Tsukihime, and the Red Garden release date is going to get announced as well.
Hello, I am Babylon Knight. I'm going to predict that Richard will be the New Year servant for 2025, but I would love it to be Camazotz.
I think FGO is going to throw us a curveball this year. My prediction for New Year's servant is Magical Girl Jeanne d'Arc.
Hey, Lobo here, and I'm going to share my prediction on who's going to be the New Year's servant for FGO JP. Now, who I'm picking from the Fate series, maybe Saber from Strange Fate, especially with the anime that's coming out. And if I had to pick one from another Type Moon series, I would have to probably guess maybe Akiha or even Chiki from Tsukihime. Now, I don't know if that's going to happen since we already got Arcade and CL recently, but who knows, maybe they might appear. Of course, if I'm wrong, then that's okay.
Hi Kita and hi fellow masters! For the next new year, I'm gonna take a guess, and I think after all this time, we're finally gonna get you all get married. Happy New Year!
G'day boys, Jump Shujinkou here. I've been asked by the granddaddy of FGO English content, KitaSean himself, to drop my predictions for who the New Year's servant is going to be this year in FGO. I have a couple. I have three things I want to say. My first one is my brain is telling me that it's going to be Richard the Lionheart. Obviously, Strange Fake is having a lot of movement right now. There's going to be the first anime episode finally being released in Japanese during the same program as the announcement of the servant, as well as the light novels are wrapping up, and also there's going to be a continuation, like a full-on anime series of it. I think it's going to be a pretty big year, and I think it's going to follow the same way that like Yamato Takeru did last year, where they'll announce Richard the Lionheart as the servant, and they'll probably announce like a Strange Fake collab, and it'll probably also be the same kind of deal as this year, a little bit earlier than Golden Week maybe, because I think there's a lot of stuff planned for FGO, because I think a lot of collabs are going to be starting to pop up a lot more now. But my heart, my soul, my spirit, it's telling me it's going to be Tonoshiki. As one of Tsukihime's strongest soldiers, I can't not say it. I have to say it. I have to say him. Obviously, Tsukihime's getting pushed really, really hard recently. There's a brand new manga that just started, and obviously CL showed up in the swimsuit event, and Phantasm just dropped out of nowhere, and it leads all the way up to New Year's. Like, what is going on? Like, what? A lot of crazy stuff is happening in the world of Tsukihime. It's also been 4 years since Tsukihime, Piece of Blue Glass Moon, was initially announced in the Fate program at the end of 2020, and so that's like a full Olympics waiting period. So I think we're entering the period of like, maybe it's finally coming. So lots of really cool stuff to look forward to in this program. And my last one's like the easy one. It's just like, it could be like a Humega lol, because obviously we've got a bit more story to go, and we're getting to the end of book 2, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, thanks for all, and I'll be there live streaming the whole thing, as I'm sure many other people will. So if I see you there, I'll see you there. But thank you very much.
Hey there, gang. Kawaii Five0h here, going out on a limb and saying that I think the New Year's servant this year is going to be Camazotz. It has been said repeatedly in interviews in the past that they would definitely want to include Camazotz if at all possible. However, his time in the story is essentially done and null and void and moot. So what better time is there to release a character who has no more story relevance than New Year's as an event servant? I'm coping for all of you, for everyone. Camazotz time.
Thanks for having me, Sean. Don't mind the stuff on the table. I was in the middle of filming a haul video. My prediction for the FGO JP New Year's Servant for 2025 is Richard from Strange Fake. It just makes sense since the show is going to be airing here really soon. But hopefully I'm wrong, because I wouldn't mind another Saber face, but that's just me.
My prediction for the New Year's Servant for FGO 2025? I guess it would have to be Shiki from Tsukihime, though it might just be because Phantasm came out recently. But yes, Miki is my prediction for 2025 New Year's.
What's going on? Misaki from the Chaldea Gurus here, and who is going to be the New Year's servant for JP this year? I know last year we got a saber, but I'm really banking on Richard Lionheart being the New Year's servant this year. We got Fate Strange Fate coming, and I think they're probably going to do an event maybe tied into the anime release and drop hype, just like last year. You're going to go ahead and release the star unit of that series. If not that, I'll say this.
What is up, guys? Start here. My prediction for the New Year's servant for Fate Grand Order Japan is going to be Zeus.
Hey, I'm Leo Lovelace, and I think the New Year's servant is going to be Richard from Fate Strange Fate.
Hello, Kitakubu watchers. I'm not particularly good at making predictions, but for New Year's this time around, I'm thinking it's a very decent chance they could introduce Richard into FGO. Main reasoning obviously being that the Japanese premiere for Fate Strange Fate, the TV anime, will also broadcast its first episode, I believe, on the New Year's broadcast that will also handle the in-game news, and I'm pretty sure the episode will also air before the FGO segment. So I think it would be a very, very ideal timing to not only release a servant that is already fairly hype, but also, you know, hype up the anime itself. So it could be like a double whammy of cool stuff. So there you go. Maybe not the most original prediction. In fact, if I had to guess, other people submitting for this video probably listed him somewhere too. Some people might even have multiple predictions, but there you go. It's like it's a pretty safe bet, and I'm not super creative anyway with these. So there you go. Enjoy.
I predict some Melty Blood character that hasn't been introduced yet. Yeah.
Hey KitaSean, FGO Adventures here. So who do I think will be the New Year's servant on JP? With so many historical figures to choose from, that's pretty tough, so I'll go with this. Since the first episode of the Fate Strange Fate series is set to premiere on December 31st, I think it would be a good opportunity to help promote it with one of the servants from that Fate series. This might be more appropriate for a collab event, but my guess is it will be the servant Hippolyta, because waifu and adding another Greek hero sounds good to me. Thanks for the opportunity to participate in this. Cheers!
Or another tsukihimer servant like Shiki, given the tsukihimer support we've been getting lately.
Rasputin opened the floodgates. Any class now is possible. It's possible. Hopefully, at the very least. It could be just like extra class. Either way, any class is possible. And while copium is a thing, I have faith. 99% faith, 1% luck. And that's all we need. Kamazarts will rise again. Kamazarts will be it. Not this bum-looking Richard right here. I don't care about him. Kamazarts is coming. He's coming, and he's all that I want. He's all that I desire. He's all that I desire. That being said, I had predicted that Arclid could have been there, but then she came in for, Christmas. So, that's kind of sad. Just do it again, actually. Just do another Arclid for New Year's as well. Just back to back. Come on, Ross. Be an innovator. That would be hilarious. That would be hilarious. Just do it. But Kamazatsu, my boy Kamazatsu is coming.
Alright, I've got 3 predictions for this year's anniversary servant. I think the popular theory is that it's going to be Richard the Lionheart to help promote Strange Fake, which would be really cool. I think Kamazotes is one that's on a lot of people's minds with Lost Belt 7 dropping on NA, but the character that I want the most and may serve as a great lead-in for the upcoming Ordeal call is Typhoon. Let that monster girl run wild.
I think the most logical choice is Richard Lionheart. But I really, really want to see the King in Yellow as a waifu.
The New Year's servant for 2025 in Japan. Well, historically, it's always either been a figure that Japanese players would know well, or a Fate original character. So I'm going to make 2 guesses. If it's a historical figure, I'm going to say Jayuin, who has already made an appearance in Fate Samurai Remnant. And if it's a Fate original character, I'm going to go out on a limb and say Yu Ola Marie. Probably as an alter ego, if not a beast.
If I had to bet on a single existing character for New Year's, I'd probably go with Shiki Tono, the protagonist of Tsukihime. 2024 was a year of Type Moon crossovers for FGO, so he would cap it off pretty nicely. Releasing him would also serve as an easy way to announce the release of Red Garden, which would help to kick off hype and celebrations as we near FGO's 10th anniversary. For second place, I'd go with either Yu Olga or Kamsatz, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. The devs are obviously aware of our clairvoyance, and we just got LB7 on NA. Olga and Kamsatz were highly anticipated but never released, so putting one of them out now would also be a great starting shot for the 10th anniversary and help build hype on the NA server for 2 years from now. And for a third place option, the simplest would probably be one of the Fate Strange Fake characters, most obviously Saber. The anime is going to start airing soon, so like the Fate Samurai Remnant collab from the start of this current year, a New Year's Strange Fake character could lead into a Strange Fake event in 2025. Though honestly, I could very easily see them just releasing a completely unexpected character, like letting Typhon or Aurora out of NPC jail, or introducing a completely new character to tease whatever's coming after Ordeal Call.
Hey guys, you say D Wheeler here, and also a member of Breakers HQ. Also, well, sorry for like the hair and lighting stuff. I just got home from work and whatnot though. And I am primarily an FGO NA player though, but I do follow JP along just to see what kind of service we'll be getting for like within 2 years and whatnot. So I was asked to try and make a prediction of what the next New Year's servant for FGO JP would be, and from what I remember though, the last New Year's back in January 2024 was Yamato Takeru from Fate Samurai Remnant though. Because that was like the main Fate thing going on right now was during the game, and I have played it myself though, so, and it was pretty good. I really liked the Yamato as well. So my prediction for the next JP, the JP servant for the New Year's, and it's just gonna be coming up within like a few days, as of this recording, would probably be. I want to say it's gonna be the main Saber from Fate Strange Fake, because that's kind of going to be like the main Fate series that's going to be going around right now though, because episode 1, I believe episode 1 airs on the 31st, which is again a few days as of this one though, so, and usually I think New Year's servants, well, I could be wrong though, tend to be servants from like May, like some of the more popular Fate like projects going around right now though. I think right now for us in NA it's going to be Rasputin, or as people know it's Kotomine. But in any event though, I don't want to make this too long though, so I'm just going to say my prediction is going to be the main Saber from Fate Strange Fate, mainly because the series is going to be airing very soon.
So we want to set the tone right, and I want to guess properly who could possibly be the New Year's servant for 2025. I'm definitely gonna have to go with easily, and it's gotta be this character, no doubt, easily. I'm calling it right now. I'm just that good. It's easily gonna be. It's gonna be one of these two. I don't know which one, but it's gonna be one of these two. Okay, maybe not. I just wanted an excuse to show off my Ryko figures. I mean, I would like a Ryko, maybe a Ryko Saber, or, you know, just another Ryko servant, please. That's all I care about is Ryko. That's all I need is Ryko. Or maybe Ushiwaka Maru. I was going to say BB, but we already got BB Dubai. But no, seriously. I'm going to go with, since it's going to be premiering in Japan very soon, Fake Strange. I'm gonna go with Francesca Prelati. First of all, I don't know if I mispronounced that. I probably did. I apologize. But I do think they're gonna want to promote that anime since it's gonna be airing really soon. So they're probably going to have a servant from there. And I don't know much about her myself. To be honest, I don't know much about, you know, the Fate universe outside of Fate Stay Night, Fate Unlimited Blade Works, and FGO, of course. But maybe if, you know, she hasn't been released yet in FGO, she could possibly be the character that will be there for the New Year's servant. So hopefully.
Hi, Venom here. So I asked my community and their predictions were crazy. Some of them want Tamamo Aria, Alrush Ronstadt, or Kamasatz. But I will go for Richard the Lionheart. yeah, that's the prediction for this New Year's servant.
I predict this New Year's servant is going to be Olga Mary or just another Cyberface.
I can't possibly claim to know what's in Nasu's head. The dude's a total mystery, so instead I'll make an educated wish. The servant I would like to see in JP for New Year's would be Mordred Alter. A ton of great ideas are already out there. Now it's just time to make it a reality.
Alright, my prediction for the New Year's servant is going to be Crimson Vermilion Benny Enma. Simply because she is now brought or more aware for us all on NA as well as JP. That's my prediction.
Hi. First of all, thanks to KitaSean for letting me tell my prediction to you all. So, if Lost Angle will go full back to the Saber Foreigner pattern, I have two variants. First variant, they will be obvious with Fate Strange fake theme and give us Richard Lionheart as Saber. And second variant, they will go more interesting path, in my opinion, and give us presumably Bast as Foreigner. Thank you, and Happy New Year.
So as far as predictions go, I think FGO likes to be cheeky, and they like to go in this like 2-year cycle. Because I've noticed a lot of the time, NA will have something, and it will mirror something going on in JP. So my thought is, it's gonna be Long Benny, like from Lost Belt 7, or Camazotz. Personally, I'd like Camazotz more, but Long Benny seems also more appropriate because Benny Enma was a New Year's servant. And now it's been 2 years since Lost Belt 7. They can add Long Benny in, and I think that'd be funny. Obviously, there's the obvious thought of people are going to say Richard because of Strange Fake in their anime. Or a lot of people are saying Shiki Tono because of the current event in JP. But I'm just going to bet on Fate Grand Order liking to go along with their little bits and do something Lost Belt 7 related. So yeah, my thought is Long Benny is the most likely thing.
For this New Year's, I had one prediction that a lot of people shared. Richard. Considering Strange Fake was going to air and Richard had been a super anticipated unit, it kinda made perfect sense. And while I still do think it's likely, the new event in Phantasmoon has quickly turned the theories to a Tsukihimer flavor. With how much foreshadowing the red side of the moon has been getting with Phantasmoon's ascensions, I think Akiha might be a likely candidate to represent a potential upcoming Red Garden release. Tono might be a great shout too, but I kinda see him being a welfare if I'm being honest. Those would be my main real guesses as of now, but on personal requests, I would also like to see Vivi to become a summonable foreigner, or perhaps the two Sajo sisters. Either way, I'm sure it'll be an exciting release, and I look forward to the future of Time Moon as well.
What do I think the New Year's servant's gonna be? Well, we have seen a lot of Egyptian servants as of late. We also had that NPC one as well for Christmas, so I am gonna go out on a limb and put my vote in for Nefertari for New Year's. But if not New Year's, I think she would be an amazing Valentine's Day candidate as well.
Hello everyone, I guess this is a kind of a video. Hello, I was asked by KitaSean to record a video trying to predict what is going to be the New Year's unit for FGO JP this year. And I've invited my brother to also talk it out because I have no idea. I thought I had an idea about what they do for New Year's, and then I realized the most recent ones basically broke all the trends that I could think of. So, this is my brother. Say hello.
Hello.
What do you got cooking up, boy? Who do you think could potentially be the New Year's unit?
So, what I was thinking of, it's usually the process is Saber, extra class Saber. That's what I remember New Year's always being like. So, technically the two people I had in mind was first, of course, Richard the Lionheart from the new Strange Fake series, who's technically the new protagonist Saber of that series. And then the second one, we can finally drop Camazotz to the people. And so I was like, well, he's an extra class, and they sure did drop a beast for the anniversary, so why not New Year's?
It's very, very good thinking on that one. So, of those, who do you think is the most likely then?
That's hard to guess because I don't know.
You don't know. Okay. Well, I'm gonna make a definitive decision right here. You're right. You're correct in that it goes saber extra, but you know what also is true? All but one of them have been Japanese. Almost every single New Year's, but one. I guess two if you consider Koyanskaya Russian, over looking like a Tamamo and being Japanese. But almost a good chance of it is that it's going to be a Japanese servant. So that's why my current guess is going to be Shiki. They said that 2024 was the year of collabs. The man Shiki. I should have said you're correct. I forgot that there are multiple Shikis in the Fate universe. Man Shiki. There are multiple men. You completely distracted me. Man Shiki. The reason being is that they had the most recent servant. He appears as a little pixel dude. 2024 was the year of collabs for JP. Who's to say it's going to stop in 2025? A lot of people are currently presuming that, 2024, that's it. Wrong. We're about to enter an even bigger era of more collabs until eventually there is no more such thing as a collab. It's all just fate. And it starts
to be fair,
with Man Shiki.
Yeah, I can see that happening. Specifically with the recent, basically, ARC unit, even though it's not ARC.
Yeah, no, it's a whole other thing. We had a whole other thing I have to wait like 2 years for because I play on the NA side of the game. But there you go. That is our predictions. Hopefully that's good enough. And now let the next person give their prediction. They're probably right. I think we got a pretty good chance of getting right. We can't record a video for anything, but we sure as hell can make a guess in the dark. That's for sure.
Who do I think will be the New Year servant? Not gonna lie, I honestly don't know. All the servants I want is already in the game. And, well, you guys know how the devs are. The New Year servant tends to be a wild card. It's really hard to guess, so... Wait. Actually, there is a servant that I want. I want the New Year servant to be Kamazatsu. Yeah, Kamazatsu. Chaya really want him to be playable. I want Lasagna to release Kamazatsu for NPC jail already. I want Chaya to get her husbando. Nothing makes me happier than seeing the person I love being happy. So for New Year's servant, can I have Kamazatsu, please?
Who do I think will be the New Year's servant? It's probably gonna be Richard. That's what I'm thinking. Purely because of the Fate Strange Fake whole thing going on. They're probably gonna they might do another collaboration event, sort of like what they did last year. I guess this year, it's not next year yet, with Samurai Remnant.
My prediction on the 2025 New Year's servants for the JP server is Richard the Lionheart. Not gonna happen though, because we did receive a Saber this year, so most likely it'll be a foreigner or an extra class, but hey, one can dream. But think about it, Fate Strange Fake anime is coming out. Hook us in with Richard first, and then later down the road have a collab event where they will release Heracles Avenger. My goodness, they'll be making bank.
Hey everybody, Plushie here. And today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about my personal predictions for the New Year's Servant. Now, of course, first of all, I want to thank Kita for including me into this very fun project. And yeah, there are a lot of great guesses this year. Of course, people are following the Foreigner Saber sort of alternating pattern. Rasputin did break that for a brief moment, but we of course saw a very Foreigner Ordeal Call teaser-ish chapter for this Christmas event, and people are guessing maybe Bastet or Haster, I don't know what that cat girl actually is, who appeared in the event as sort of a teaser servant that is almost bound to appear in the future in the Foreigner Ordeal Call. People are also of course guessing Tonoshiki, considering Phantasm Moon just dropped and her Append 3 is anti-assassin, and Shiki being an assassin makes a lot of sense. And also, people are guessing Richard, because Richard, of course, is the Saber class servant of Fate's Strange Fake, and we're going to be getting the Japanese voice episode during the New Year's stream. But me being me, the biased person that I am, I'm actually going to place my bet on Typhon Ephemeros. Obviously a servant teased since last year that I really like the design of. She recently was shown again on the cover of the new sort of book of El Malloy, I'm pretty sure. So she might serve a very, integral role into the future of this series story. And obviously I know it's a bit of cope. It's probably more likely to be some of the options I said earlier. But yeah, I hope it's Typhon. And just to make my answer more unique, I guess, I don't think anyone else is actually going to predict it's going to be Typhon. And in terms of pattern, I guess, since we got, 2 pretenders already, Santa Abbey and Santa Arcade, why not a third one? Just, make it a triple, I suppose. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
I'm 100% positive that the New Year 2025 servant of the Japanese version of FGO is going to be Yu Olgamari. Because story relevancy, because the global version just discovered a NPC version, because last year was already a collab servant, so no Richard Lionheart this time, maybe for after the Strange Fake anime broadcast, and finally, most importantly, because waifu sells more.
With all the news about Strange Fake, I can't help but think the New Year's servant is going to be Richard.
Nameless Assassin is one. Richard the Lionheart is another one. Avenger Heracles or me. I'm going to be put into the game. I'm going to be the ones that I'm going to be the 5-star beast that everyone needs. Yeah. No. Yeah. Also, hi YouTube.
Hey everybody, it's the Dark Comic Nerd from Shattered Ray Shift. My JP New Year's servant prediction is Richard the Lionheart because it would fit with the pattern as how we haven't had a Saber class in New Year's for a while. And with Strange Fake coming out next year, Richard the Lionheart would just make sense. Also, they could go over the top and finally release the Priestess, being that she hasn't been released in a while and definitely not as a servant. And they could fit with that pattern of releasing people that follow the foreign god. So my 2 predictions come down to Richard the Lionheart as far as just your regular average run-of-the-mill JP New Year's servant, or if you want to go big, do a big surprise and release the identity of the Priestess.
Hey everyone, it's Taylor, aka the One Rolliat. My prediction for the New Year's servant on JPFGO is going to be a bit of a long shot since they did do a collab last New Year's, but my guess is going to be Richard the Lionheart from Fate Strange Fake. Reason being, with the first episode of the anime premiering on December 31st during the New Year's special, I wouldn't be surprised if they capitalize on the hype with another collab servant, but who knows?
Hi KitaSean, I'm RenWren, and my prediction for the New Year's servant on JP has got to be either Grand Saber Artoria or maybe Saber from Fate Strange Fake.
For FGO JP New Year, I would love to manifest Caster Awazaki Toko or Moon Cancer Hatsune Miku.
Just saying? Oh, there we go. 100% biased, by the way. But it's gonna be my daughter. Yep, yes sir.
Hello everyone. The new year is just around the corner, and with it comes one of the most exciting moments in FGO. The reveal of the New Year servant. Every year, fans speculate about which servant might be introduced, and there's always a mix of hype and surprises. Let's take a moment to talk about some of the servants fans are dying to see added to the game. Shiki Tohno from Tsukihimer, a crossover dream many fans have. Camelots from Lost Belt 7, a character oozing with mystery. Agravine from the Sixth Singularity, seriously, when will he join the game? Ayako Ayozaki from Mihoyo, because why not add another Ayozaki sister to the roster? I mean, the drama between the two sisters will be a spectacle to watch. And lastly, Shinji Matu from Fate/Stay Night. I still don't get why so many people want him as a servant. I mean, just why? But let's be real, FGO loves surprising us. And this year I want to take a different approach. Instead of focusing on fan favorites, here are my completely off-the-mark prediction servants I'd love to see in the game, even if they make 0 sense right now. My top 4 New Year servant wishes. Number 4, Buddha, Fate/Extra CCC. Starting off my list is the Savior class servant, Buddha, from the Fate/Extra CCC universe. I know he doesn't exactly fit into the current storylines, but wouldn't it be amazing to have a servant of such calm and wisdom join the chaos of FGO? Number 3, Zeus, ruler class. Next up we have Zeus, but not the mechanized version we saw in Olympus. I'd love to see him as a pseudo-servant, bringing his divine authority into a more humanized form. Imagine the sheer power and charisma he could bring to the roster. Number 2, Shiva, ruler class. Now we're getting to my personal favorite, Shiva from Indian mythology. We already have his wife in the game, Parvati, Durga, and Kali, not to mention Kama. Shiva would be an absolute powerhouse and a perfect addition, especially with his ruler class potential. Number 1, Samrat Ashok, ruler class. Finally, my number 1 pick is Samrat Ashok, the great Indian emperor who recently appeared in the Fate/Samurai Remnant collab. He's got the historical significance, the charisma, and honestly, it just feels like the right time to introduce him to FGO. The reason I mentioned so many ruler class servants is because of the upcoming Ordeal Call 4, which will heavily feature rulers in the storyline. That's it for my predictions.
What's up, boys? It's your boy ZTL here, and if we're going to be getting anybody for the New Year's Servant, that's definitely going to be somebody from Strange Fake in my opinion, and if it's going to be anybody from Strange Fake, it has to be the coolest guy, the boy Richard.
Once again, thank you to all of the content creators who participated in this video. I did reach out to other content creators. Unfortunately, they did not reply, but maybe next time I'll be able to get them in a project like this. But I also want to thank you guys, the viewers, as well for commenting on my post on X on predicting who the 2025 servant is. Of course, my prediction is, or more like it's not a prediction, it's more of a want. It's Aozaki Toko. She is my all-time favorite Type Moon character. I mean, her sister is already in the game. They've already had a collab for Kara no Kyoukai and Mahotsuka ni Yoru. So I think it's about damn time we see Toko finally come in to FGO. Again, that's a want. If I were to predict, I mean, it's the top 3. I'm pretty sure all of the content creators, all of you guys have said either Kamatos, Richard, or even Shiki because of the Christmas event that just happened. I think those 3 names are the top 3 for sure, but I'm gonna stick with my guts here and say Toko. If not, probably a completely new servant. I'm gonna say probably a random new Saber or a random new foreigner. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, that is my prediction. On behalf of the FGO content creators, I want to thank all of you guys for watching us, whether it's our videos, whether it's our streams, and even following us on X or Instagram or wherever you follow us. We really appreciate you guys continuing supporting us, and we really appreciate you guys keep playing FGO. FGO is going into 10 years, and that's just a really exciting. It's just really exciting. So again, we're just really excited to see what FGO has to hold for us for the upcoming anniversary, and of course beyond that. So yeah, once again, thank you very much, and Happy New Year's, guys. Have a good one.